Hey guys, this is Nick from cryptosfornoobs.com with the weekly crypto analysis. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of June 2018, and the time is 9:39 here in the UK. You're looking at a BTC USD daily chart. Let me get one thing out of the way first. I haven't done analysis in a few weeks. I've just been on holiday, and also the week before that I was quite busy. Whenever I go on holiday, I pack my microphone and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do analysis for both my websites. And then I never end up doing it. I just can't find the time. I'm doing other things. I'm doing holiday things. So yeah, I haven't done analysis. I've been busy. I've been away. But now I'm back and now I'm doing analysis again. Yay. So, most of the crypto pairs are still correlated. So the analysis is probably going to be a little bit short, except for Ripple. Ripple, as usual, kind of does its own thing a little bit, but it's still, I mean, if you were to break correlations down to a percentage, and 100% means it's perfectly correlated. So Ether would be, or Ethereum, sorry, would be 90%. Litecoin would be 90%. And then Ripple would be like 70%, or maybe even 60%. It's still correlated, but it's just not as correlated. Anyway, let's start with the big one, BTC USD, and then let's take a brief look at the others after that. So BTC USD, what's it doing? Well, it recently crashed 2 days ago, based on news about a cryptocurrency exchange being hacked. So it went boom and crashed, and it hit this support area. Now this is a strong support area. It's around about the 7,000. I've got it at 6,850, but it's around about the 7,000. It held price back on the last two big crashes actually. So the last two big moves down held price back. This one too. We can see that a wick dipped down to 6,000, but overall the bodies of the candle stayed here. So this is where price really held. So the last two big moves down, it held price back. Now we're going for the third. Is it going to hold it back on the third? Who knows? That's the thing with trading. You never really know, but I think there's a good chance it will. So first, let's look at where price is trending. Price is very clearly still trending down. It looked like it might start trending up. I think even in my last analysis, I talked about the possibility of price trending up, especially when it broke this trend line. I'm not a big trend line guy, and it's just for this reason, because they tend to be pretty iffy. But when it broke through this trend line, I thought, you know what, there's a possibility that it's going to go up. But then it just got stuck at that 10,000 and it couldn't break it. That is a massive resistance area for this pair. It just doesn't seem to be able to get through that. So it got stuck at the 10,000, turned around. Now it's at the 7,000 or the 6,800, same kind of thing, that general area. And this is another one of those big areas. This is a big support area. It struggles to break through the support area every time it gets down to it. Well, it's not like it's been down there a lot of times. It's only 2 times before this, but it struggled both times. That's the other thing with cryptos. You just don't have enough. You don't have enough data for your support resistance areas, so you have to work with less data, generally speaking. Anyway, so BTC USD has fallen into the support area. We're already seeing signs of price stalling on the support area. We're seeing a pretty solid indecision candle. So I'm going to actually be looking for a long trade here. I'm going to be looking for a long trade from around about here. So when I say here, I mean around about the 6,960, something like that. Stop loss can be down around about the 6,600-ish level, and a target up at the 7,700, 7,800, let's call it. That'll give me a good 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. It does have a good chance of working out. Basically, I'm just counting on this support area to hold. Now, there are obviously with any trade you take, there are some risks. There's never a trade that you can take that doesn't have a risk of being stopped out and of you losing the trade, essentially. So there are definitely some risks. The stop loss is, technically speaking, a little bit tight, but I can't make it wider, otherwise I'm going to have a bad risk to reward ratio. So it is possible for price to dip down, take out the stop loss, and then continue up anyway. Definite possibility. So there are a few risks to this trade. And also, of course, the major risk is that it is trending down heavily. So when price is trending down and you're trading against the trend, that in itself is a risk. Now, it's not really a problem though, because trading is about taking risks. Every trade you take is a risk, and you have to recognize that every trade you take, you could potentially lose money. So this is the setup I'm looking for on BTC USD right now. Now, what if this doesn't happen? What if price doesn't push up to my entry? What if this trade does not get triggered? What if it just keeps moving down, which is also a definite possibility? Then I'll be looking for a short trade. If it moves lower, so if it moves, let's say, down to roughly 6.4K, or maybe a bit lower than that, what I'll be looking for is I'll be looking for a retrace up to this area here. So then I could go short from up here. This is what's called a continuation trade. So I'll be looking for a continuation trade from this resistance area. So basically what this will look like would be price pushes down to here, turns around, comes back up, taps this area. I will enter short up here. And then if all goes well, price will continue to move down. That's also a possibility. That's a continuation trade. But right now, it's stalling pretty heavily on the support area. So I am looking for that reversal trade. All right, let's take a quick look at ETH USD. ETH USD is not really doing much. It's stalling out at this area that it stalled at previously. But it's in between support resistance, so it's a bit risky to trade. The stop loss would be huge if you were trading a reversal from here. So yeah, I'm not going to trade Ether. LTC USD, this one's dropped below the support area. It's trending down. This one is again very highly correlated with BTC USD. So I'm not looking for trades on this pair at the moment. The trade I'm looking for is on BTC USD. LTC USD is probably just going to follow what BTC USD does. So I'm not looking for any actual setups on LTC USD right now. And finally, Ripple USD. Ripple USD, again, it's a correlated pair, so it's doing very similar things. It's just less correlated than other pairs, especially on the lower time frames. If you switch to the lower time frames, Ripple tends to do its own thing a little bit, or more so than Ether USD and LTC USD. So if you're trading the 30-minute charts, which I also do for cryptos, you can catch a lot of different trades on Ripple and on BTC. But right now, this analysis is focusing on the daily, on the bigger moves. We're not doing 30-minute analysis right now. We will be doing that in future, but right now we're focusing only on the big moves. So probably not much we can do with Ripple on the larger time frames. On the daily, there's not really a setup here right now. I'm mostly going to just focus on BTC USD right now. I'm going to look for this long trade here. If price doesn't hit my entry in the next day or two, and it starts moving down instead, I'll be looking for a continuation. So that wraps up the analysis. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next